Hello all my fellow small business owners. So I'm going to be sharing with you today 4 new grants that you can apply for in the month of August 2024. Hello everyone, my name is Mariah. I'm a fellow small business owner, and on this channel I like to share with you business tips, give you guys business advice, and new grant opportunities. If that interests you, make sure you subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with all of my new content. Before we get into it, you guys, I want to thank you guys so much for getting this channel to 8.5k subscribers. We are on the road to 10k, and I am very happy and truly appreciative of every single one of you who continues to like, comment, and just watch my videos in general. Thank you guys so much. Now let's go ahead and get into these new grant opportunities. This first grant opportunity is going to be the Amika Rooted in Growth Startup Grant. The reward amount for this grant is $50,000. This is going to be open to BIPOC businesses, and the deadline for this grant is August 16th, 2024. To get to this grant, you're going to go to innovationstudio.org/Amika/. Once we're here, it says Amika Rooted in Growth Grant Program powered by Innovation Studio. Amika's Rooted in Growth Startup Grant Mentorship Program powered by the Innovation Studio allows us to support emerging professional hair brand founders and play our part in increasing equity in the beauty and hair industry. Amika has always championed diversity and inclusivity, but as we grew increasingly aware of the inequalities within the beauty industry, we knew we needed to do more. We needed to do even more to close the gap in the beauty and professional hair business and beyond. That's why we launched the Rooted in Growth Startup Grant Program in 2023. We're so excited to announce the second year of our Rooted in Growth Startup Grant Program. We will fund 4 emerging professional hair founders, each with $50,000 grants, along with a 4-month mentorship program, networking opportunities with the Amika team, plus hair and beauty industry leaders. Applications close August 16th. Winners will be announced September 30th. Program kickoff October 30th. Grant program benefits: 4-month mentorship program to support brands in areas such as professional distribution, marketing, finance, and more. Grants of $50,000 to provide both longevity and sustainability in your business. Networking opportunities with the Amika team. Travel and accommodation to Brooklyn, New York for a program kickoff meeting in October 2024, and industry trade show in February 2025. Down below is going to be the eligibility requirements. Your brand. Companies and brands focus on hair and hair care, including but not limited to tools, wigs, color extensions, and products. Stage. The company must have a clearly articulated minimum value proposition with demonstrated sales. Founders should have a business plan, or at minimum a working draft of a business plan. Revenue. Amika seeks to support emerging professional hair brands with less than $2 million in revenue and no funding beyond Series A. If you're in need of a business plan, make sure you check out my business, grandiosegrantservices.com. Goals. Brands who aspire to be a professional channel are seeking support to expand within professional distribution. Location. Applications are being accepted from US-based companies. Participants will be required to travel to Amika's headquarters in Brooklyn, New York for a kickoff meeting on Wednesday, October 30th, 2024, February 2025. Time commitment. Participants must be able to commit to participation in monthly meetings, mentorship activities, and travel. We're going to go ahead and go to apply now. And of course, the first thing you're going to do is put in your contact information and a little bit more information about you. And then you're going to start adding your pitch decks, documents, business plans, etc. This next grant opportunity is going to be the Mary O'Neilly Mini Grant. The reward amount for this grant is $3,500. This is going to be open to business owners, but you must be a member. And the deadline for this grant is going to be September 2nd, 2023. To get to this grant opportunity, you're going to go to afcpe.org/mentorship/grant/. Once we're here, it says the Mary O'Neilly Mini Grant. This is going to be for the development and implementation of an innovative high-impact financial education project. Eligibility: applicant must be an AFCPE member. Okay, so these are going to be the grant details. Application period is July through September. A selection committee appointed by the AFCPE Board of Directors reviews all mini grant applications and selects an annual winner. Winner is notified by October 1st, and a public announcement is made at the AFCPE Annual Symposium. Grantee must submit a 1,000-word summary of final results of the mini grant project to AFCPE National Office and be prepared to present the final project at the 2024 AFCPE Symposium. If mini grant funds are used to produce written or media materials, grantee should send 3 copies to AFCPE office. Grant funding must be used directly for program development and implementation. No indirect costs may be allocated in the grant proposal. Questions, email AFCPE awards. So we're going to go ahead and go to apply today. And of course, you're going to have to register and you must be a member. So click here to join if you are not. This next grant opportunity is going to be the Waterloo Region BIPOC Equity Grant. The reward amount for this grant is $20,000. This is going to be open to Waterloo BIPOC businesses, and the deadline for this grant is September 9th, 2024. Alright, to get to this one, we're going to go to WRCF.ca Racial Equity. Once we're here, it says WRCF is committed to using our resources to advance racial equity in our community. Racialized communities are being disproportionately affected by inequalities. Waterloo Region Community Foundation, WRCF, is dedicated to taking the necessary steps towards advancing racial equity in our community. One action that is part of delivering on that commitment is the Racial Equity Fund, dedicated to supporting meaningful, positive action which advances the work of organizations serving people in Waterloo Region who are Indigenous, Black, and people of color. Funds distributed are intended to assist those most impacted by the ongoing and systematic racial disparities that exist in our community. We're going to go down to guidelines to help you apply. Approximately $300,000 is available to grant in 2024. The maximum amount to apply for is $20,000. Funding must be used before December 31st, 2025. Organizations receiving funding must be incorporated, located in Waterloo Region, and serving Waterloo Region residents. Applications should show how their project will support social infrastructure in Waterloo Region. Applications will be considered from organizations that are Indigenous-led, Black-led, and led by a person of color, serving a community or communities in Waterloo Region that have been impacted by racial inequalities. Organizations doing work in support of a community or communities that have been impacted by racial inequalities. If a project that will be receiving funding is led by an individual or individuals who are Indigenous, Black, or a person of color, these applications will be prioritized lower in our review process because we believe leadership is an important component of advancing racial equity in our community. To determine if your organization is eligible and to understand how the funding can be used, access the funding guidelines, download a budget template, include a financial statement or a financial letter of explanation. If you want to download a copy of the application so you can see all the questions before you apply, you can access it here. If your organization plans to apply through an agreement with a fiscal partner, download, fill out, and submit this form with your application. This is going to be the committee review criteria. You can pause to read this if you want. This is going to be the evaluation report. Now we're going to scroll back up so you can apply here. The first thing you're going to answer is your organization a CRA, registered charity, or qualified done? This last grant opportunity is going to be the Faire Small Business Grant. The reward amount for this grant is $5,000. This is going to be open to retail businesses, and the deadline for this grant is August 31st, 2024. To get to this grant opportunity, you're going to go to faire.com/smallbusinessgrant. Once we're here, it says small business grant. Get $5,000 to stock your new store. Our small business grant program gives select new stores $5,000 to use on Faire to stock their shelves with amazing products. It's our way of helping you kickstart your dream shop. Who can apply? The grant is open to independent retail stores who are based in the U.S. and started their business in 2023 to 2024 or plan to open in 2024. For the full list of eligibility requirements, see our terms and conditions. Read here. Steps to apply. Tell us about your store. Share some basic info on your business to set up your account as a retailer on Faire. Provide financial details. We'll ask a few details to help us understand the financial standing of your business. Submit a short video. Tell us about your store vision, your community involvement, and how a $5,000 grant would help. These are going to be the key dates to know. Applications are due August 31st. Applications are reviewed September 1st through the 29th, and recipients are notified September 30th. All right, we're going to go ahead and go to start application. All right, so of course, to apply for this one, you will have to be an independent store, and we are now going to scroll back up and go to read more. Okay, So this is going to be the eligibility. So of course you'll have to be located in the United States. You'll have to submit an application. You have to have your store open by January 1st, 2023 through December 31st, 2024. You agree that participating in the Faire Business Grant Program, you are applying for additional net terms financing. Your ability to enter or win the contest is not dependent on the Faire's approval of your application for additional net terms financing. Okay, so this is going to be how to enter. All right, so those are going to be the 4 new grants that you can apply for this week. If you have any questions or concerns, make sure you comment them down below. If you are in need of some grant assistance or business assistance in general, make sure you head on over to my website and schedule with me today at www.grandiosgrantservices.com. Now for more, make sure you subscribe.